from here, I wanted to dig into some tips that I've discovered through my inefficient and ineffective execution of the game over 3 separate accounts on different platforms. The reason I'm doing this is because, as you'll see, most of my tips more or less align to the idea of filling out your roster, which becomes critically important when you want to complete the Split the Party 1 quest and unlock a second party, thus allowing you to be much more productive as you progress through the start and mid game of Vital Champions. The first tip is pretty straightforward. Sign up for the newsletter and the development team will give you a character named Hitch for free. Where is it? Here he is. And they'll just give you him for free because you've signed up. If you really don't want to see any more of their emails from there, then go right ahead and block them. The next tip I'll give you is predicated around chests, which is important to get gear and ultimately power up your heroes. Now, to do this, you'll want to go into your chest area, you'll want to hit unlock a chest, and then grab a code. I use a website called Incindar, which I'll link below. However, there are multiple other things like Reddit feeds that have codes as well. Either way, find the codes, paste it in, and unlock it. You can see the animation's a little bit tedious and it can be painful, particularly if you're like me with multiple accounts, but it is worth it. Generally, these codes will give you these Electrum chests, and I will go more into different types of chests and what they're good for further down the track, because if I'm being honest, I haven't really dug too deeply into it, and I'm probably not using them as efficiently as I could. My next big tip is to always go to the store and have a look, because you'll see each week you'll get new offers. You can reveal those offers and have a look, and if you're lucky, you'll actually get some chests for free. Not just chests, sometimes you'll get potions. That's all I've seen so far. Maybe you can get other things, maybe not, I'm not sure. However, this is a good place to go if you need to find feats and familiars and the like, particularly if you are willing to spend your own money. You can get discounted components and items here. So up to now, most of the tips have been around increasing power of your heroes, which is fantastic. However, you really want to be pushing to fill out your roster, and in particular to have more than one hero in each available seat. This is because that's the prerequisite requirement to be able to carry out the Split the Party quest, which once you do, unlocks a second party. It also unlocks Major on the Cause, but that's a whole nother thing that we'll go into later, because I really don't have the appetite to dig into the complexity of that right now. But to do that, you can utilise a couple of things. Time gates up here, and as you can see, there's currently no time gates open, and there's none. I can use time gate pieces to open one if I have enough. However, you do get free time gates, as you can see here. And whenever a free one is available, I will recommend step away from doing the main quest storyline, because we'll all dig into that and probably totally neglect the fact that these other aspects and side quests are available. You want to do them though, because like I said, you want to fill out that roster and complete the Split the Party quest, at least Split the Party 1, as soon as practical, to give you the opportunity to be doing concurrent activity. On the same vein, you can also utilise events to do this. As you can see, specific champions are designated to an event, and you will automatically have to run through adventures to unlock them. However, these other seats or slots are available for you to choose, and you can see they have different heroes from different seats. There's more that come online as the event progresses, and you can then elect a new hero to place in there. From there, you can have a look at your current seats, what you don't have more than one in, and you could try to target heroes from a specific seat. Now, I understand you might feel the urge to go and look at tier lists and go, oh, but this character is better than that character. And that is fair. But I've had 3 accounts now, and I've realised the hard way that one of the first things you should be prioritising is getting those 2 people in every seat so that you can unlock a second team. It makes things much more productive. Now, the final tip, which isn't really a tip at all, just an observation, is that you will accumulate achievements as you go. They don't sound particularly exciting, except in Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, they actually do something for you. So if you go into here, have a look at your achievements, you can see a breakdown, and each one of them, as you can see, adds 1% or more to champion damage. I've noted that you do generally just knock these over as you're playing, so you don't really need to target farm them, but it is a handy little thing that just ticks along and helps you build power overall. As you can see, I've moved on to one of my other accounts, done that deliberately to be able to demonstrate to you where your party's screen is. As you can see, I have multiple parties because I've already worked through split the party 1 and 2 with this account, and therefore I can assign Modron cores. I can utilise automation as long as it's active in the Modron core. You can see this one is not, and I can also switch between these parties. This is a handy little screen because you do get some sort of recap about what that party's currently up to and what they're doing, as well as their current progress. I'll quickly give you a look at a Modron core, but let's not delve too deep into that because it will do your head in. Fear not, friends, I will go through a video later down the track and talk more about what Modron cores are, because to be quite honest, I'm still not sure I even understand them. And a quick side note in relation to the newsletter. I did say earlier that you could block the emails, which you absolutely can, but I would recommend you don't, because they do periodically send you one-off codes for different chests and things, so it's worth having it. You can always delete the email out of your inbox. Well, here we are at the closeout for the first video series for bulk gaming. Now, I absolutely appreciate that was probably a lot to take in. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to know a little more about any specific aspect of the Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Also, for the more seasoned players out there, if there's anything I've missed, please feel free to add to the collective knowledge in the comments below, like we're some sort of hive mind or something. If you would like to see a series of videos where I begin fresh with a no-pay account and talk you through each step of the way, please just let me know in the comments. I certainly am a glutton for punishment, so why not? I'd like to just caveat again that I'm by no means an expert, and I'm probably going to get comments up the wazoo about all sorts of things I missed or didn't do perfectly. But that's okay, because we're all here to learn and improve. One last point I'd like to address is the obvious amateurish nature of the video production. I did attempt to rehearse and re-record segments that I made mistakes on, or simply forgot how to English correctly, but the entire project turned out to be a much bigger endeavour than I had expected. The quality slid from the already minimal standard that it was as I went along, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm not a professional content creator and can only use the tools at my disposal and my limited capacity to edit videos with free tools and self-taught enthusiasm. I would appreciate any feedback from you, the viewers. I did review my notes and caught one last thing I missed. See this little panther here? Well, she appears to be a free familiar. And for anyone that is familiar with the Legends of Drizzt book series, you may recognise Guinevere. Hopefully I haven't butchered that too much. So, I've got 4 accounts now, and I've gotten her free every time. All you need to do is jump into the shop, drill into the packs section, and for me it's just been right there as a free pack to collect. So have a look, let me know in the comments below if you do or don't get it, but thus far I've gotten it on every single account. So on that note, thanks for watching, and so to reiterate my point about amateur art, I made a mistake at the very end of that video and I don't really want to re-record the whole thing. So thanks for watching, and on that note, idlers, may your gaming always be in